Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tear, where I've been featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. And today I'm up to song number 2616, and that one is Private Dancer by Tina Turner. I think you guys are probably all familiar with Tina Turner. I featured a couple of her songs already on my list, and I've got many more coming up, so I won't do a profile on her. I'll just say a little more about this song. So this song was also featured on her. It was her first big solo album. It was called Private Dancer. Here's a picture of the album, and this had many big hits on this album. By the way, it was kind of her breakthrough as a solo performer. I think you guys also know that she had a terrible marriage to Ike Turner. She started out as a teenager, I think, with Ikeettes or something, and they were popular for a while, and she was even, they Ike and Tina had some big hits, but he was very, very abusive, unfortunately. But, they got married and eventually they got divorced, and you know, he was a horrible man, and it was a good movie about that called "What's Love Got to Do with It," which was their first number one song, which is also featured on this album. And I think I should just mention our other hits on this album. So yeah, I mentioned two of them already. There was also their first hit, actually, the first top 40 hit was a version of an Al Green number one song. It's called Let's Stay Together." I think I actually like her version better than Al Green's even though I think Al Green's is coming up on my list, and I don't think I put "Let's Stay Together" by Tina. Maybe I should have. I don't know. And then the other big hits on this album were "Show Some Respect" and "Better Be Good to Me." And I think those are coming up later. And I'm just going to talk more about this song "Private Dancer." So it was released in 1984 as a single, and I think it peaked at number seven early in 1985. So it was a pretty big hit for her. And I guess it was written by, actually, it was interesting. I just learned this today, but she didn't write this song. It was written by Mark Knopfler, or Knopfler of Dire Straits. Oh, here's a picture of Tina, by the way, around this time. Really great artist. I wish I'd seen her live at one point, but I never did. But she was a really great singer and entertainer, and a lot of energy. That's one reason I really like her a lot. I even remember as the Acid Queen and Tommy. I saw that movie when it first came out in 1975. By the way, I was only 13 years old. I know a lot of people hate that movie. I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, actually. And part of the reason I like it so much, even though it's very vulgar and, including her scene as the Acid Queen, I think the main reason I really love Tommy, first of all, the music's amazing. Second of all, there was horrible stuff going on in the movie, like Cousin Kevin torturing Tommy. But I've been abused myself as a child, so it was comic relief for me watching that. And I loved how he became the pinball champion of the world, and I even kind of liked how he became the new Messiah, even though he didn't run his cult very well. His cult ends up, revolting against him and his family. I mean, I want to give away the whole story, Tommy. I'm getting very sidetracked right now, but I do really like Tina Turner, one of my favorite artists of all time. Certainly one of my favorite female singers of all time. And what else? Oh yeah, Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. He wrote this song. He was their lead guitarist as well as their lead singer and songwriter. I think he wrote most of the music for the band. I'm not a huge fan of Dire Straits. I do have a few of their songs on my list. Um, so I'm not sure why they didn't record the song themselves, but they ended up giving it to Tina Turner a couple years later. And I think she did a really good job with it. And I'll just say what the song's about. It's pretty self-descriptive. She's a private dancer to this guy she just met at this, I guess, this singles bar or something. And I mean, it's like she's kind of she's down and out. She just got out of a really bad relationship, but she's ready to start rekindling her flames again. She wants to find a new romantic relationship in her life. But she's not placing any heavy demands on any men. She's just saying, I'll be your private dancer. I just want to get paid like a hooker, you know. Maybe it won't work out. We'll try it for one night, see how it goes. If it goes really well, maybe she'll make $1 million and they can start a family and live happily ever after. That's kind of what this song's about. Not a bad song, pretty deep, I guess, but also very sexual and very romantic, I guess. So anyway, that concludes my profile on Private Dancer by Tina Turner. Thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time. Bye.